Today we're going to talk about Zercher squats. I'm going to show you the traditional way to do them with a barbell, and then I'm going to show you a couple of different variations that you can do at home with resistance bands. So what is a Zercher squat? It's very similar to a front squat where the load is going to be in front of you, but instead of the load riding up high like on a front squat, you're actually going to anchor it here in the crooks of your elbows. And what does that actually do? It's going to engage the core muscles a lot more because you're going to be holding that weight out in front of you, and it's also going to force you to engage the upper back muscles, the traps, rhomboids, and the erector muscles in the back to help basically pull that load back and keep it balanced. So this is really going to help you to develop that well-rounded squat. And if you find yourself someone that's constantly like hunched over in a squat type exercise, or if you're doing front squats and it's hard to stay upright and vertical, these Zercher squats are going to be a great way to build muscle and build up that strength and that core strength to hold really good squat form. All right, so let's walk you through a Zercher squat. Get this bar in a position where it's easy for you to get your crooks of your elbows right in the bar without bending over too much. Get yourself centered underneath the bar, and then just lift right up, come out. And you want a little bit wider stance here because when we go down, you're gonna want your elbows to kind of go inside of your legs, and then squat back up, engaging the glutes, squeezing those quads at the top, keeping that core tucked in tight. Don't let yourself get hunched over. And keep nice, controlled reps. Another thing I want to talk about here is hand position. A lot of times you'll see people wanting to kind of cross their arms, but as you can see, when I cross my arms, it starts to rotate my shoulders internally, and then that kind of gives you that hunched over back, which is what we're trying to avoid. So ultimately, keep your arms out, pushing those thumbs apart from each other, and that'll really engage those upper back muscles while you're doing this. All right, so that's the barbell variation of the Zercher squat. And a lot of people will say, you know, I can't go very heavy on this, or it's gonna be kind of like a front squat. I don't like front squats, but honestly, front squats are a great exercise. You will be able to go heavier on this than you can on a front squat, and ultimately, they're really gonna help you to build a complete squat package because you're gonna work on all those stabilizer muscles that are really gonna help you to progress and keep progressing in your squats. All right, so we just walked you through the barbell side of things. Now we're gonna show you the couple of variations with resistance bands, but before we do that, make sure to smash that like button, drop a few comments below, and if you're new to this page, be sure to subscribe and click that little bell so that you can get notified every time we post a new video. So the first variation that I'm gonna show you is by using a barbell pad, or you could use a hip pad, or you can use a towel, and a single 41-inch loop style resistance band. We're using one from Clench Fitness, obviously, because this is the Clench Fitness channel. It's a very easy thing to set up. You just slide your band into the pad, try to center it so that you have equal amounts hanging out of both ends. Close the Velcro, or some of them don't even have Velcro. If you're using a towel, just wrap it around. And then you're gonna take these loops and you're gonna hook them right around the arches of your feet. And now this is gonna require you to kind of get your wide stance set up, make sure everything is centered, pulling in the right direction equally on both sides. And then you're gonna loop down with the crooks of your elbows, get those things out as wide as you can get them while still being inside your knee. And then you're just gonna squat it up just like we did with the barbell, keeping those thumbs going out, squatting down, and lifting it up. I feel a little bit more core engagement here because that vector is kind of pulling more forward. Again, trying to keep that back, scapulas open. And that's how you do the first variation. All right, so the next variation I'm gonna show you is gonna utilize the Clench band handles. So we're gonna use a pair of those, as well as the pair of the Clench Grips. That's really gonna kind of cushion holding these things in your arms in the crooks of the elbows. And you also need like a box or a chair. That's the best way that I've kind of found to set these up. So you'll grab a single band, loop it around, hook one end on each side, step in, hook it up, and then I just kind of hook this guy up here and let it chill. Next one, same thing. Fold it in half, step in, get it centered, and then this one you can just kind of hook right in, get the other one hooked right in, and bam, we're set up in the Zercher squat configuration. This one here, your feet are gonna be a little bit narrower on this because you notice where the band is riding. It's gonna put one side of the band on each side. So now we're gonna squat down, and you're not gonna be able to go as deep with this one, but it's a lot more comfortable because the band is in a better position. So you can use a heavier band and really grind these reps out. Keeping that core tight. And this also helps you to get those arms kind of out there so that your back muscles are engaged. And that's how you do these. And to get out, you can just drop them right down just like that. And that's how you use clench band handles to do Zercher squats. All right, so that about covers it for the Zercher squats today. We showed you some barbell stuff, we showed you some band stuff. Honestly, I think you'll enjoy this exercise. It's a lot more comfortable than a front squat. It's gonna build big legs, but it's also gonna build that strong core and back muscles that stabilize you to really build strong, powerful squats. So the equipment is linked below in the description. Be sure to drop us a like and subscribe, and tune in next time.